EVO gift sub bets. Let me pull up this. Let's get our notepad. You guys are gonna have to take screenshots of this because I might not actually have any of this stuff moving forward. You know what I mean? EVO reveal gift sub bets. Scale up. So let's be real here. EVO this year has a pretty good chance of having a lot of stuff. We know that EVO reveals follow a fairly predictable pattern as far as like trailer quality and trailer quantity. We know that we are likely not getting any massive reveals, right? Big game reveals usually reserved for events like a Summer Games Fest, a Game Awards, a State of Play, a Nintendo Direct, something in a direct association with the actual publishers and stuff like that. Tokyo Game Show. Yeah. That's where we get like pretty much big brand new news for a lot of games, you know? However, EVO has a wonderful space in terms of reveals and trailers and content updates for games, because you know that the audience that you're trying to engage with is going to be watching this event. And for a lot of this stuff, if they're going to show off something like an update for a game or, you know, new content or costumes or whatever, you are literally engaging with that audience that might not play that all the time and giving them a reason to come back. So that's why EVO's great, because so much stuff that can get revealed about all these games and the little micro updates that happen in between, characters or otherwise, kind of remind people, hey, I haven't checked out that game before. I'm into fighting games. Man, maybe I should check that out. It's actually a wonderful spot for that, because if you did that at another event, it might not hit because that audience is broad, it's relatively wide, and it has a lot of folks watching. Not all of them are going to be fighting game adjacent. They're just like, what the hell? Why am I watching a trailer for Armor King? What is Armor King? What the hell? No. EVO is where you show Armor King gameplay, because that's going to be like, hey, you remember Tekken 8? You kind of stopped playing it. Armor King is in it. Oh yeah, let me fire it up and go buy Armor King. Anyway, that's why EVO is actually a great reveal show. That's why EVO acts as a really good spot, as an in-between sort of appetizer to get that audience back in, because there's so many options for fighting games out there now that people kind of have to pick and choose what they want to play, because there's a lot of relatively high quality options and a lot of good games. So, you know, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the ultimate thing that can be here that is a likelihood. And I'm going to say that's a Tokon trailer. A new Tokon trailer / character reveal. I'll have a caveat to that, right? I'll have a caveat to that. So, yes, I think EVO is a great spot to show more stuff, either have a gameplay breakdown, either have a character reveal, or maybe 4. I would assume that whenever we get character reveals for Tokon, I hope they show up in chunks of 4. I hope it's not like one character. That's going to be like a little weird. It's a team game, so I hope we get like at least 2 in a trailer format in some way. So, yes, I think that is likely to happen. And I think that this would be a very good place for them to do that. So, that being said, I'll just put this at like 50 gift subs, because its likelihood is pretty high. Here's the caveat. If fantastic, reading the chat at the same time. If Fantastic Four, if you guys get the entirety of the Fantastic Four in one reveal for Tokon, we're talking like a 1/4 of the roster, maybe a 1/5 of the roster is dedicated to Fantastic Four characters. I don't want it, but it could happen. Goddamn Richards bitch ass. Richards! If it's the Fantastic Four taking the spots of my precious X-Men, you guys owe me 5 gift subs each. That's it. You guys owe me. I'm not giving that shit to you. Richards! That I want that to be Jubilee and Nightcrawler and shit. You have brought this into the roster yourselves. Okay, 4 gift subs each. Yeah, that's a good, 4 gift subs each. There we go. That's the way it works. This goddamn Fantastic Four has been a blight on my life, my entire life as being a Dr. Doom maid. This stretchy asshole, this fiery bastard, and this invisible chick. This guy literally looks like rocks. Dr. Doom is the best, and that's why he's in the game right now. Anyway, and what if it's Wolverine? Okay. If, bro. You know what? I don't think there's any other X-Men I want more than like maybe Gambit or Rogue. Yeah, if Gambit or Rogue. 50 gift subs. Plus 50. We have to make some stipulation. Yeah, I think Gambit or Rogue, they're not Cyclops. I would be happy if Cyclops is in it, don't get me wrong. Not Jubilee. I really want Jubilee. I do. She's like the character that I think deserves to be in a fighting game. But if we're talking like a character that's like Legacy, Gambit is my #1 favorite X-Men character, bar none. And Rogue is like the original fucking X-Men sweetheart, right? She's the one that all the young boys fall in love with, fictional character-wise, right? Everybody was a 10-year-old and fell in love with Rogue. Maybe it was just me. So anyway, I'm down for Rogue. She's like good shit. Like, she's the one that I will be very happy if she shows back up in some way. That's where I'm staying, right? We're just gonna pick those today. If potentially in the future, if they do or don't show up, maybe the next time there's a chance of a Tokon reveal, I'll put Jubilee in there, you know? Something like that. Maybe I'll put Cable in there. Who knows? We'll switch that up every once in a while. And I'll just keep adding like potentially X-Men characters that I want to see show up in the game. That's my Tokon stuff. Virtua Fighter 6. New or character reveal trailer. This is the same thing that we got for Hawk. Wolf Hawkfield had like a character reveal trailer, right? I'm going to be honest, chat. I do not think EVO is the place for the full reveal of VF6. That's not it, man. If there's a general character reveal trailer for VF, I'm putting in 25 gift subs because we just know that's what they're doing, right? We know that this is a good spot for it. It could be Jeffrey, it could be Sarah, it could be anybody, right? That's fine. If we just get to see more on the characters, that's fine. However, I don't think we're getting a big character reveal here, dude. I don't. I'm sorry, a big character and gameplay reveal. We're not going to see how the game operates and it works and get a big 4K trailer and yada, yada, yada. No, that's actually not. I don't think EVO is the spot for that because we're still in the part where Virtua Fighter is being teased. There has not been a full reveal of VF6 yet. We know it exists, but it's still like looming. We don't know how it's going to play. We don't know how the game's going to work, any of that kind of shit, you know? That being said, if that's going to happen, brother, Tokyo Game Show is right around the corner. And Sega always has a huge presence at Tokyo Game Show. The big reveal, I think, will happen this year, and we'll put some gift sub bets down around TGS and maybe some other things, because there could be another state of play around that time frame. That happens sometimes. Yeah, you know, I think TGS will be a big opportunity for Sega to show off Virtua Fighter. So, Sega's at Gamescom, yeah, but I don't know if there's any VF presence there. Tokyo Game Show is literally within a month after, dude. I think that's where it'll be. So, anyway, I think we'll just get a character reveal trailer, and that's very likely. What else am I excited for? There would probably be a Sea Viper teaser, and that'll be 25 gift subs. Yeah, Sea Viper teaser, 25 gift subs. I hope she looks cool, but it won't be a gameplay trailer. In the exact same way last year at EVO, we also got a teaser for a character, and it was just a teaser, dude. There's no big gameplay reveal because we're getting the Sagat gameplay like live and right now. So, CVS 3 trailer? Yeah, now we're talking unrealistic. Ken release date plus Joe reveal for Fatal Fury? Well, yeah, Ken already got his gameplay trailer and we're playing him. We'll talk about that later. We're going to be playing him at EVO. We're just going to have to wait on that. I think that's all I got for Street Fighter. I don't think I got anything else for Street Fighter in there, dude. UMVC 3 rollback? Shit. Here's what I hate about that is that could happen here. That's like Marvel versus Capcom 3 getting a rollback update or re-release or some kind, this would be the place to do it. It would. That also could be in a Nintendo Direct because it would show up on Switch too, or Switch as well. I am saying this is definitely a place where they could do that, but the likelihood is insanely low. I'll put it on here. This is the meme. It's a meme bet. It's a meme bet. It's very low, man. In fact, I would say this is like 750 gift subs. That's very low. The higher gift subs, lower probability, you know? That's the idea. But that would be a astronomically huge deal. Astronomically huge. But understand it's a meme. I'll give you that one. I don't think I have any other meme bets that I really want to put in here. You know? I don't think I have. You're telling me there's a chance? I think there is if there is a place where you would want to premiere that information, I think EVO would be it. I think it would be at EVO, man. Strive new character reveal. Yeah, Lucy Strive trailer. That's also 25 gift subs. Yeah, because we all know it's happening, right? We're completely like aware of it being a thing. New Capcom collection. If it was a brand new collection of games, that would likely not be at EVO. Strive season 5. Okay, I'll give you that. That's pretty interesting. I'll put 50 in on that. That's pretty sick. NetherRealm, definitely not. No. Oh shit. No, you reminded me of what Ed said. MK1 update trailer. So MK1's not done. That was an interesting little tidbit that they dropped over the past couple of weeks. MK1's not done, dude. They're not adding any more characters. They're not. There's no brand new characters for MK1, but they straight up said they're not done balancing that game. There is a new big like patch that's going to change a lot in the game coming in the near future, and even more after that. So we thought MK1 was kaput because that's the way they've operated. Like last patch, that's it. And they said that's not the case anymore. So something might have happened, but that's good news. MK1 is such a better game than it was when it came out. And if it could, you know, potentially get a trailer for big updates and shit like that, I'd be happy. I would actually make me very happy, and that would be very surprising. 50 gift subs. That'd be pretty surprising, man. Oh, yeah, new MK, okay. MK collection. More games, right? More games. Like what did we say should be on there? They showed up to MK4, PS2 games, MK Gold, MK4 Gold, Trilogy, PS2 games, etc. Like Trilogy? It all very unlikely to happen because of like emulation problems. MK Gold is a bigger problem because it's like Dreamcast emulation, which is rough. I think it's also technically M6. No, it was just on Dreamcast. If they managed to make MK Gold on there, that'd be tough, man. Trilogy, if that shows up, what the fuck version do they use? Right? If they decide to put MK Trilogy in that collection, dude, what version do they use? Because like every single version of Trilogy is different. Every single one. Like they all have weird gimmicks about and character weirdness and all this shit. I think if there's one, and then obviously like the PS2 games, like any of the PS2 games on there would be pretty crazy, right? If they snuck Shaolin monks in here, that'd be fucking godlike. If they managed to sneak Shaolin monks in here, holy shit, dude. But wait a minute. Was it called Arcade Collection? No, it's not. It's like MK Collection. Because if it's Arcade Collection, then we're not getting the PS2 games. Is it called Arcade Collection? It's like Legacy. Yeah, it's Legacy Collection. Arcade Collection was the old one. So yeah, the console games and shit can show up there. Bro! If they manage to sneak in Sub-Zero Mythologies, bro, I'll play it again. Dude, if you guys sneak in Sub-Zero Mythologies, I'll play it again. I will emphatically play it again. The weird Jax game? Like, oh no, they could, dude. So that's exactly what I'm talking about. All that shit's exciting, man. All that shit's like, whoa, are they really gonna go that far? Could they go that far? Anyway, all I gotta say is that any of those inclusions would be exciting. I think the one that we all obviously want the most is probably this one, right? Trilogy's been sort of like stuck. The 3D Trilogy should get a separate collection. Yeah, I almost agree. MK Trilogy should get its entire game, right? Remake all, MK Trilogy should be an entire visual remake as well. But regardless, like bringing back Trilogy, which is probably the highest demanded MK game of the old MK games to come back, would be pretty nuts. But there's a lot of logistical problems behind that because, like, was it the Saturn version or the PlayStation version or the N64 version? There's no arcade version. Is it the PC version? All that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Any of that shit would be cool. Any of that shit. I'm just saying, if they're adding any more games to it outside of MK1 to MK4, yeah, I'll add in 50 gift subs. I think it's a likelihood. It said like and more or some shit. And in the first reveal of the MK collection, there was a, like, it was leading towards a teaser that there could be more stuff in there. So, old SNK Fighter gets rollback. What would it be? What has not gotten rollback? KOF 13? 11? They already did a collection of Sam Show games. Oh, it'd be nice to see KOF 11 get a re-release, but I don't know if I'm super excited for it. 2011 and 14, the last ones with decent amount of demand. Oh man, that'd be crazy if they put rollback into 14. Of all those, KOF 11 makes the most sense to me because it has like the most unique gameplay and shit. I'll say this, yeah. You know what? That's exactly where my brain is going personally. KOF 11 rollback update. Let's put 25 gift subs on that. I haven't played a ton of 11, you know, but it's easily one of the ones that probably deserves a port of some kind. And pretty unique game, right? Pretty very different game from the other KOF games. It's actually that's the actual tag game with assists and shit, right? I'm trying to think back. The order of these things is messed up in my head. That's like the crazy one with all of the insane actual tag team gameplay and not just team gameplay, you know? Yeah, it actually has tagging. Okay, yeah, that one's cool. That'd be cool. Oh, Armor King, yeah. You know what? I'll do that one for you guys. I don't know if I'm super excited about Armor King. And more. Armor King. Not gonna live that one down. A more kink. Armor King, I'll give you guys 25 gift subs. Gameplay. Bro, they will likely tease the next character. Who the fuck is that gonna be? Tifa? No, we know it's not a guest. They pretty, unless they're just lying, they could be lying. We know it's not a guest character, and it's a new character to Tekken, so it could technically be like Devil Reina or Angel Jin. Chad, if you want the Tifa and Tekken thing to eventually happen, you gotta wait for the next season, bro. You have to wait for this season to end. I don't know what to bet on that, because if it's like we're putting gift sub bets down and it's a reveal for a character that no one gives a shit about, if it doesn't look interesting at all, it's kind of like, man. Then I don't know. The tough part about that is that we know something's on the horizon, but they've already given us context to that horizon. So it's like if it's an original Tekken character that I like, you know? There we go. There you go. That's good. I like that. If the Waffle House is revealed, if the Pancake Palace, even if it's like a Waffle House adjacent location, you know, even if it's not that, then it's fine. They're really trying to make people happy right now, you know. They're trying to make people happy so much that they're just listening to character balancing suggestions from Twitter. Oh! 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 Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. And this could be the place where you'd want to show that. Hell yeah. That'd be fucking dope. 3 and 5 especially, right? 3 and 5 are like the big ones. But god damn, dude. God damn. Oh, that sound like a Kremling. That'd be sick. I think 1 to 5 is what would make people happy. What else have we got that seems really enticing? Bro, KI on anything else. 100 gift subs. Yeah. Old KIs, new KIs, whatever. Just if there's like a re-release of Killer Instinct stuff on either new Nintendo hardware or PlayStation, obviously Microsoft is going to be like spreading some of its franchises thin across all the other consoles and stuff. That's happening, you know? Yeah, please, you know? Oh yeah, Invincible stuff. Any kind of character reveal, you know? I don't know which characters to necessarily be super amped about, but yeah, like new Invincible versus trailer. Chat, as a reminder, you're going to be seeing a lot of this game before this trailer would be announced. So whatever this is, we're saying something else outside of all the reveal of gameplay and stuff that will literally be on my stream. You know? So a new Invincible versus trailer. Yeah, Conquest or something like that. Damn, that'd be cool. I know who that is. Battle Beast, that literally was announced. The Battle Beast trailer was literally announced at Comic-Con. Battle Beast is literally in the game. Literally. That already happened. I didn't make a video on it. Maybe people didn't realize. Let's do 25 gift subs, because that's likely. It's very likely. Dragon Ball FighterZ update? Spawn is in the Invincible comics, I'm just saying. Shit. How do we get Robert Kirkman to go back and talk to Todd McFarlane? Spawn is a third guest character. Yeah, Spawn would be a guest character for a third time between Soul Calibur and Mortal Kombat. And then Invincible. But that would be fucking awesome. Holy shit. That would be fucking awesome. Daisuke appearing and saying that the Damon and Baby thing was actually a joke, and here's the reveal for the new Guilty Gear. Chat, let it go, okay? Just hold that. I get it. I get it. You just have to hold that, okay? Oh! Geese being playable in City of the Wolves like a surprise? That would be cool. I like that. You know what? Fatal Fury. Yes. Yeah, I like it. Like a surprise. Like suddenly there's like another character that is being added outside of the 4 that we know of, you know? Bam. Geese. Like, that'd be sick. Let's review. Hold on a second. I'm feeling pretty good right now. Third Strike re-release? Shut up. New Tokon trailer. 50 gift subs, if there is one. If that is the Fantastic Four, if it's a trailer for all the Fantastic Four characters, you owe me 4 gift subs each. And I don't mean 4 gift subs per Fantastic Four character. I mean each person watching this individually as you witness it with thine eyes is a binding blood contract. You owe me 4 gift subs. If Reed Richards, if the Human Torch, if Sue Storm or Detang is in Tokon, if they're all revealed, bam, then you owe me 4 gift subs each. You got what you wanted. Richards. But if it's Gambit or Rogue, I give you guys 50 gift subs. And if it's both, 100, you know, 50 each. Virtua Fighter 6, a new character reveal trailer, likely. That's 25 gift subs. A Sea Viper teaser, very likely, also 25. The biggest meme of the entire thing is that Ultimate Marvel 3 gets a rollback update in some kind, or like a repack. Oh, just Ultimate Marvel 3 receiving rollback netcode. You know, that's all that matters. Yeah, that's the meme bet at 750 gift subs. Lucian Strive, 25 gift subs, pretty likely, man. We saw her, like, initially, the reveal of it was last year. Strive Season 5 being revealed or announced, pretty big news. That's 50 gift subs. MK1 update trailer for an actual, like, beyond gameplay update. No new characters, but, like, MK1 is continually getting updates. Here's a trailer for all the new gameplay and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm excited, dude. That's 50 gift subs. MK Collection. Any more games being added to it, either MK Gold, which is MK4 Dreamcast, Trilogy, whatever version they would use, PS2 games, Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero, Shaolin Monks, like any of that kind of stuff. If they're adding any more games to that collection outside of like MK 1 through 4, that's 50 gift subs. That's very exciting. I think I'll be the most excited for Trilogy, obviously, but 50 gift subs. If KOF 11 is getting an update or a rollback update or a re-release of some kind, yeah, that's 25 gift subs. That's a crazy game. Armor King gameplay, very likely 25 gift subs. With a reveal that there's a Tekken Waffle House, you can add 100 gift subs to that, or a Tekken-like Waffle House, add 100 gift subs. Or if there's a Tekken collection of older games, 200 gift subs. 200 gift subs. KI shows up on anything else. Either it's the new KI / new KI or the really old KIs. If they show up on PS4 or anything else, that's 100 gift subs. That's great. Microsoft's kind of doing that right now. Invincible Verse is getting another trailer. Pretty likely. 25 gift subs. This is not talking about the stuff that's like on my stream where we're just demoing gameplay. And yeah, Fatal Fury has a surprise that Geese is also being added to the game, and he's going to be a full playable character. 25 gift subs. I'll be pretty excited for that. I don't think there's a lot of stuff that could potentially be here, and most of it is existing updates to stuff, right? Most of it is a lot of existing reveals of games that we know are going to be continually getting updates or have already been kind of revealed in the past, and we're just sort of waiting on an update to show up at some point. But that's exactly what EVO's good for, as I was mentioning earlier. This is the greatest place to do that, to re-engage the audience, remind people there's new stuff in it, and there's a reason to jump back in and check out a game or re-download it and buy new characters, all that kind of stuff. That's like literally what EVO's best at doing.